Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a Monday, and what a glorious Monday it is too. So I figured starting today, for the rest of this week, I'm going to do a kind of a vlog, but also tell you what I'm wearing every day. So it's basically my week in outfits. Today is the final day of London Fashion Week Men. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I didn't bother filming the entire thing because basically it's me going in and out of shows. And you've seen it so many times on this channel, so I thought what I would do is just kind of show you what I'm up to today, maybe show you one show that I'm going to. So today is, the show I'm going to right now, which is actually just over that way, I'm walking the wrong direction, is Barbour International, which is a really cool British heritage brand. There's one that can actually proudly say they're British. A lot of British brands now aren't so British anymore. Some of them are, but a lot of them kind of have outsourced, or they're less and less so, and I try to champion British as much as I can. And I'm aware that there's loads of beautiful stuff and loads of really amazing stuff that isn't British, but you know, I'm quite patriotic, and I feel like it wasn't that long ago that we were kind of the hub of fashion and style and fabric and textiles and all that stuff, and it's really cool that some brands still have that. Marcus Butler's around.
Hello.
Hello. How did you like your first London Fashion Week?
My first one. I've lost my London Fashion Week virginity.
How's it been for you?
I mean, you kind of popped my cherry, really, didn't you?
I did. I bumped into Marcus on the Saturday at the first show, didn't I?
Yeah.
And introduced him to all the boys.
Well, it gave me comfort knowing that you were going, because I was like, oh, Jim. And then
I wasn't around yesterday because it's Tarn's birthday, and apparently it got heavy. Marcus,
Yeah.
So I just saw him now, and he was like, last night got mental.
But it was good fun.
I'm doing my outfit. Should we do your outfit too?
Yes.
Come on, George. Will you hold the camera and we'll both do what we're wearing. Thank you. Marcus is preparing himself.
Good, because it's not hot.
It's definitely not.
That's definitely not hot.
So I've gone actually really, I say simple. I've actually kind of clash patterns. I'm totally into it, but it's very lightweight. So this shirt's from Reese, and it's really just a really simple, lightweight striped shirt. It's got a blue stripe with kind of like a silver on the side. And then these trousers are from Dunhill, and I've had them for years, but they are really beautiful trousers that go with the suit that I own. That I just kind of, I don't wear the suit that often actually, because I like the pieces separately together, but they're lovely. I've had them for about 4 years.
Where's the shirt from?
Reese, thank you. So it's for a day like today, Mark is wearing so many layers. For a day like today, it's sort of super lightweight and breezy. It's got to be like 24 degrees, right?
Yeah.
How's that work
About that. Yeah.
And then my trainers are from Brunello CUCINELLI, and I think my wife bought me these for Christmas like 2 or 3 years ago, and because they are super expensive, like every time I wear them I sort of brush them off and I put them away and I spray them with like...
They look very clean.
Yeah, well I look after them.
2-year-old
Yeah, I
shoes.
really look after them because they're like a real big investment.
Yeah.
Over to you, Marcus, what are you wearing? Too many layers, I
Too
see.
many layers. I've gone for the double denim look today. I've got some off-white pants on, matching off-white top.
Yeah.
A Heron Preston t-shirt, which is very cool up-and-coming streetwear brand.
Nice.
Got some classic Doc Martens on, which could do with some pure cleaning, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I do regret wearing this one.
So as you can see, me and Marcus have kind of different styles. Mine's sort of classic. Marcus is very contemporary, street style. You know, follow us on Instagram if you don't already, and you'll see the difference. Finished with shows for now. In fact, finished with shows for this season. The only thing I've got left to do now is the GQ closing party, which is always a really good night. Although, oh, mask's off because you have the door go. Although I am going to be really responsible and head home early tonight because I'm boxing in the morning and I'm really into boxing. In fact, I've taken the skin off most of my knuckles because I'm not very good at boxing yet and I'm still learning. Anyway, just got home. I'm going to do loads of writing that I have to get done, and yesterday was my wife's birthday. So this is the state of the table right now, and I really got this writing, so I've just carved myself out like a few inches here. That is where I'm going to sit and write. So I have a few things to write. First, I've got to write my article for GQ. But I also am writing my second screenplay. So as you know, or hopefully you know by now, I've been writing a screenplay, and now I'm kind of writing my second one because I've got a really lovely idea for a film, and I've spent the last sort of like 3 months doing what's called the plot outline, where you kind of come up with the concept, one thing, but then also kind of make everything make sense in an order to tell a story. And right now I'm writing the treatment, which will probably take another 3 months, which is kind of like a mini book, which is essentially what happens throughout the film, how everyone's thinking and feeling, so that when it comes to writing the actual screenplay, which is as short as you can possibly make it, you know how to make it concise, because you know you don't have to go into too much detail because you've done all that already. That kind of makes sense. That's how I like to write them anyway. And I'm going to have a good few hours at that, because the time is now It's actually 2 o'clock. I've got ages. I'm not going out till like 7 p.m. So yeah, I've got some time to do some serious writing. So it's nearly time to head to the GQ party. And all I've done actually is completed the suit. So I'm wearing the same shirt and the same trousers that I was earlier today. For 2 reasons. Partly, I just really like this combo. I really like these trousers. I really like the suit that it makes. And also, I was writing my film and totally forgot that I've got a blog post to write as well. And now I've got less time than I thought. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to put this suit together. Now, it's quite... Wearing 2 patterns isn't that easy to do. And as you can see, I've got 2 patterns on here. I've got the suit and the shirt. Typically, what you want to do is wear one small, one big. So if you've got, say, a small pattern on your suit, you can wear a bigger pattern on your shirt. I've got 2 quite big patterns, but the difference is one's very subtle. So if you come in close to the shirt, you can see that actually it's got some green and some blue and some red running through it. But from a distance, it kind of all merges together. So the shirt's kind of my loud pattern, and then my suit is kind of the quieter one. I've added the tie, which is a really simple blue tie, and some braces to kind of keep everything kind of where it should be. And then I've changed my shoes for the trainers I was wearing earlier to some loafers by Russell & Bromley. These are really handy in weather like this because they're sort of open foot, which means, I don't know about you, but when your feet get warm, mine start to swell a bit. I don't know if everyone's do, but I kind of feel like I want something nice and open that will allow my feet to swell into them. That's so lovely, isn't it? So glamorous, this fashion stuff. But these events can get really warm, and the last thing you want is like socks and big sort of shoes on that will kind of make everything bulge. It's just uncomfortable. So this is my look. It's Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the office. Martha's giving me side-eye. I don't know why she's still got her lead on. Should we start with Martha's outfit today? Because she's wearing something. I have no idea where this came from, but it's a hoodie that says Pétimont on it, which is basically like the Vetements stuff. I'm assuming not made by the same people. And now she's rolling around on the rug. And the thing with this rug is that it's really fluffy. You're not getting fluff everywhere. Look, she's got it all over her new hoodie already. No idea where that came from. It just kind of appeared in my house one day. Anyway, today is a day in the office, partly a day in the office. It's actually really miserable outside, and I'm wearing a very sunny outfit because I'm midway through filming a video about kind of summery looks, and it looks out my window. Today's the only day I can do it, but it looks out my window and it's grey and it's overcast and actually a bit nippy. So I'm wearing this at the moment and I'm doing a bunch of work here, filming a few videos, then going home to get changed because I have a meeting to get to later and an event to go to this evening, but it's going to be chilly. Let me walk you through what I'm wearing. So, you've probably seen this look already. I've certainly Instagrammed it. This shirt is from Sandro, and it's really cool. In fact, I've had a lot of compliments on this. It's a really bright blue, which is a colour that I don't wear very often, with lots of white, what are these, reeds? I guess, I'm not sure. Underneath this I have a vest, which is a really basic vest, but it's got lots of little holes in it. This is from Sandro, which is a very cool brand for really nice quality basics. If you're looking for nice quality basics, Sandro is a good place to start. Not that cheap, definitely an investment thing, but they do last for a long time. These jeans I've had for good, 3 years. I actually got these jeans from VidCon one time, and they're from Calvin Klein. And Calvin Klein had a room you walked in, and they just sort of gifted you a bunch of stuff. And I walked out with a pair of white jeans. And then my shoes are the same shoes as yesterday. They are by BRUNELLO CUCINELLI. I just filmed a really lovely video. It's been a long time. Oh, that's warm, that light. I just leant on it. It's been a long time since I filmed just a basic Q&A where I actually asked people on Instagram stories to send in their questions. And the questions were so lovely. And I think, you know what, it really reflects how my audience has changed over the years. You know, way back when, if you've been with me for a long time, way back when I was doing all the crazy stuff, my content has now changed and it's more mature and, you know, and I think it's really lovely that the questions, when I ask people to send me questions, they were all really relevant, and it makes me feel good about kind of having such a kick-ass bunch of people who watch. I just thought it was lovely, and we got quite deep. Anyway, now we're going to go outside and film kind of like the close-up-y bits of this look. Then I'm going to go home and get changed into like appropriate clothes and go to a meeting. Welcome to my kitchen. Sorry it's a massive mess. I kind of forgot the state of it when I left this morning, and I just got back and had to get changed real quick to go to my meeting, hence why I'm making myself a protein shake whilst talking to you. I got changed in something slightly more weather appropriate. I've got a white denim jacket which I've had for a long time. This comes from Whistles, and underneath it I've got what you might think is a plain black t-shirt. However, when the mood strikes and I want to open up, pow! It's got a massive spider on it. I get mixed reviews on this t-shirt, if I'm honest. I once had a little old lady, not even joking, a little old lady stop me, cross the road to stop me, to tell me that she really likes my t-shirt. Equally, my sister freaks out when she sees it because she's really arachnophobic, but I think it's really cool. I don't love spiders myself, but it's not a real spider, so I'm okay with it. This is from Whistles. This is from Lanvin, I believe. These trousers, I can't tell you where they're from, not because if I told you I'd have to kill you, I just can't remember, but they're basically like a khaki green basic chino, and they're really comfy, had them for a long time. I don't know where they're from, but they're nice. And then Converse, so I've gone sort of super cash. Off to a meeting now. I won't take you with me because what are you going to see? You know, nothing. So I will see you tomorrow instead. Bye. Good morning everybody, welcome to Wednesday. Today's actually a really busy day. I've been to the gym already, I've got home. I'm now going to a fitting, I'll tell you about that in a second. Then I've got a meeting, then I've got a big catch up with my Gleam people. Then I've got another meeting, then I'm going back to the gym in the evening, there's a really good class on, then I'm driving back home to Norwich to go see my mum. So my fitting, which is my first thing, is with Ralph Lauren because they're taking me to Wimbledon, which actually this will be my third year with them, I think. And they're lovely people, but when you attend an event with a brand, you know, you have to kind of represent the brand. So I'm going in for a fitting and they do really, in fact I'm wearing Ralph Lauren trousers today. They do lovely stuff. So, Tanya, please hold the camera and let's do a little explanation of what I'm wearing. Very simple look today. My sunglasses are from a brand called Taylor Morris, and this frame is called Roll Right. They come in like lots of different colours, but I really like these. These are about as big as I can go with sunglasses because I've got a tiny head. But I think because you've got like the silver frame around the lens, it kind of brings your vision in a bit. They don't look quite as big, but I really like these. However, I'm indoors, so I won't put them on yet. This t-shirt is a plain white t-shirt. It's from a brand called Son of a Tailor. These trousers are from Ralph Lauren, from actually a suit I wore to Wimbledon maybe 3 years ago. And it's one of my favourite suits because it's sort of super, it's like a casual suit really. It's a denim and linen mix, so it's super lightweight, but also kind of keeps its structure because the denim in there. And it's just a really beautiful blue. And then my trainers are actually skateboarding trainers. They are from Adidas, and I actually don't know anything about them other than I saw them on the website and thought, I'm sick of wearing Converse all the time. I love Converse, I was wearing them yesterday, but it's nice to have a bit of a break, you know? So I got some white pumps from Adidas. And actually I really like the sort of the detail around the bottom, how you get that red and black stripe. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is my jewellery, but it's been the same all week. This watch here comes from IWC and it's a Portuguese. Ignore the bumps and bruises on my hands. I've been boxing and clearly have a lot to learn because I've got cuts all over me. This one here is my wedding ring, which is from Tiffany, that my wife got me obviously. This ring here, no idea where it came from. My wife also bought me that one, but it's kind of just like a basic band. Moving on to this hand, I have this band here, which actually came in my PO box recently from a really lovely brand called, I can't remember now, it's either made by Alice or Alice made this. I think it's Alice made this, but it's a lovely silver band. Before this I was wearing my Cartier one, which Tom bought me as my wedding gift, which I still do wear, but the thing is that you can't take it off and on, and as I'm boxing quite a lot recently, as you can see from this knuckle, it's much easier to have one that you can take off and on. This ring is Cartier, which matches my bracelet, and this ring here, I bought this for, I bought two of these, one for me and one for Tom, when I asked her to marry me. Because it took us a long time to actually get the wedding underway, so it's kind of like we are doing it just when we get round to it, you know. That's my jewellery. Welcome to the Ralph Lauren showroom. Here's me in the mirror. So these are all the looks that I had to choose from, and there's one more around here actually, which is a really lovely pinstripe number, which is actually delightful. And I saw a friend of mine in a suit very similar to this, actually from Ralph, the other day during Fashion Week, and I thought, oh, I want to wear pinstripe. But then I tried this guy on, which is a linen, kind of like a what do you call this, like a brownie kind of natural type colour. And actually, I look great. So this is what I'm going to go for. Need to get the length altered a bit because it's a little bit long in the legs. But this will be me at Wimbledon. Well, today has got away from me. I've just got home and I put my gym kit on because I'm going to the gym in a little while. And I'm now making my lunch at 5 p.m. What I'm making is, I'll find it on my recipe thing here. I'm making Aussie burgers with beet fries and sunshine slaw. So I'm doing this thing here called Mindful Chef where I get ingredients sent to me and then I make those ingredients into food using this recipe card. So currently I've chopped up beet and making it into fries, and I'm bloody starving, so I'm not going to talk to you anymore because I'm going to get grouchy. Hello everybody and welcome to Thursday. So I am currently in Norwich in my mum's house. And I'm here for three reasons. One, the main reason I suppose, is that I haven't seen my family for a long time and I'm really overdue a catch-up. So I got here last night at like midnight, went straight to bed, and then today I'm going to hang out with my brother and my sisters and my mum. The other reason is I've got a really good friend of mine who has been living in Australia for the last sort of 7 years, but he was a good mate of mine. Met him when I was like 16. And he invited me to his wedding, which is coming up in October, and I can't go because it's all the way in Australia and I've got like other things happening. And he happens to be in town, back in Norwich, so I met him for breakfast. And also, the third reason is that I'm saying goodbye to this house because my mum's moving out, which is bittersweet, I suppose. Like, this house means a lot to me because before, I moved here when I was about 15, Mum? When I was about 15? I was about 15 I moved here. And we came from a very tiny little place in a small town called Attleborough, which is maybe like half an hour from here. And we made ends meet basically, but then Mum met Brian, who was my stepdad. And they bought this place together and have, made it a home, and it's just it has so many lovely memories. However, Brian passed away last February. And it's just, I don't come here all that often now because my brother has a house and both my sisters do too. So when I come back to Norwich, I kind of split my time between everyone. But it's not the same here anymore without Brian. I walk in, it just kind of feels different and everything's kind of got a memory, And poor Mum is here on her own with just her and the dog, and I think it's just a lot for her to deal with. So the new people moving in, I think next week or the week after. Mum's going to live with my sister for a while the sale of the house she's buying goes through. So I'm here to kind of say goodbye, really, which is sad in a way, in that it's kind of the closing of one story, but happy in that we're moving on, I suppose. But really, the memories are up here, not in the bricks and mortar. So I think by distancing yourself from this place, you remember the good stuff rather than torturing yourself about the bad stuff. Anyway, a rather deep note, let me show you what I'm wearing. Because I travelled late last night and I've literally just packed a backpack rather than taking a holdall full of stuff. Literally bought fresh underwear and a change of t-shirt. And that was it. So I've gone super cash today. I'm wearing a hat. This hat is from Ami, and it's kind of like, I'm not sure what fabric it is actually, but it's not traditional sort of hat fabric. It's kind of like I don't know. I wouldn't even tell you what it is actually, but it's really nice and I wear it all the time. No, Mum, feel it and tell me what you think this hat's made of. Put your hand on my head. What do you think this is?
It's almost like a felt.
I was going to say felt, but I don't think it's quite felt. It's my mum, by the way. Hey, Mum.
Hi.
And also, so I didn't really fancy doing my hair and stuff. However, when I wear a hat, this is what happens. So the hat's staying on. This jumper here comes from Coach, and it is kind of part of their new collaboration with Disney. So as you can see, it's an apple, but also a skull. It's knitted. It's kind of, excuse me, that's my dog, my mum's dog, Babs. Hey, baby. She's got a bad leg. Let's look. You limping around? You limping? Oh, your weight's on all of them. Currently, she's kind of holding one of her legs up, but actually, right at this second, she's on all of them. So yeah, they had a collaboration with Disney, and it's kind of a knitted. I think it's cashmere and wool mix, really comfy, and I just like the pattern on it. And then tracky bottoms. I don't know what you can see here. Usually I've got someone else to film these bits for me, but I'm going solo today. Tracky bottoms are just from Adidas, and I'm wearing the same shoes, the same trainers that I was yesterday. And that is me for today. Super casual, super easy, super comfy, because I'm driving home later. The time is now 9:05 in the evening, and I'm in my car about to set off, and I found my camera and realised that I haven't caught up with you all day. You didn't miss anything though. I've literally been going from house to house, so from from this house to my brother's to my sister's, and just having family time, so you didn't miss anything. Anyway, now have to head home. The long journey, it's about 3 hours to drive home. Should be home by about midnight-ish. Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday now, so Tan's birthday was about a week ago. She's done really well with putting her gifts away. She moved them from the table that's downstairs to one floor up, where she's just kind of displayed them. Anyway, here's today's outfit. Let's be honest, it's a bit shit, isn't it? It's just really comfy. So today is a day working from home. I'm basically writing... Oh, excuse me, dog. How dare you? Watch out. I'm writing today and also having a massive brainstorm sesh, and also decided I want to work... Excuse me! Also decided I want to work on another project which kind of involves clothes and stuff, and as a result I'm going to go to my wardrobe now and have a bit of a clear out because I've got lots of stuff in there that I don't wear anymore that I want to either give to charity or give to my brother or give to a friend or something. Join me upstairs in the bedroom! So I have a lot of clothes. Basically I have all the wardrobe space in the bedroom and the spare bedroom and also up in the attic. But I mean, it's not, I don't buy a lot of this stuff. I buy the occasional piece, but because of my job I get sent a lot of things, and I was saying to my wife the other day that actually for me this is kind of like a record of my career in a way. So I keep everything because I actually do wear everything, but also when this is all said and done, and it will one day, this will all be over, I think it's really nice to have. It's quite a big memento, to be fair, quite not easy to take around, but it's quite a nice memento to have with me, so I will always remember, you know, what a cool job I had. Anyway, I've just had a bit of a clear out and got rid of lots of bits and bobs, which may surprise you because it's still full to the brim. But if I take you up to the attic, which is my old office, which is the hottest room in the world, by the way. Ooh, very low door. Come up here with me. It's boiling and it's dark because the blinds are closed. You try and keep some of the sunlight out because it gets boiling. But this is everything I've just kind of got rid of / getting rid of. It's going to friends, it's going to family, it's going to charity. Good evening, and what an evening it is. It's about 8:30 at night now and it's still really warm and balmy. I'm in a vest, just been to the gym. So far this week, it's Friday evening, I've done about 8 workouts this week. I'm really kind of in the zone and loving it in the minute. And I went to it, so my gym does a class on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday evening, where it's basically loads of heavy weights in intervals and it gets you really sweaty and a real good pump on. I love it. So I've been doing a bit of boxing a couple times a week. I've been going in the morning and then doing those evening classes too. Do you care what I'm wearing at this point? How sweaty I am? I'll show you. Got a vest on from Lululemon. A backpack is from Nike, but it's a black backpack, and I took it with me today because I've got a bottle of water in there, a metal bottle, so it's reusable, I'm not using plastic, and I also took my Sonos because I've got an old Sonos at home that I don't use anymore, and the speaker system in the gym broke, so I said they can use my Sonos. Anyway, I'm wearing these shorts, just black shorts, but with a big old Nike tick down the side, and then Nike shoes at the bottom. That's it. That's what I'm wearing, but I'm very sweaty now, so I'm going to go home, have a shower, eat a shit ton of food, and I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see. I nearly got run over there, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.